In this video, we're going to be using the bbs.live soap by Zingari Man. This is the Duo and the Wade & Butcher medium-sized hollow straight razor. Stay tuned. Hey there, folks, and welcome back to another video. I'm your host, CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And this one is going to be a tough one to do, quite frankly, because I realize the viewers come here to hear me shooting straight. They're not here to hear wishful thinking or anything like that. And this soap is really a mixed bag for me. This is Zingari Man, the Duo, which is a sort of a tribute to the BBS live show. That is Melly Mel and Nate, two awesome guys, two friends. I can't say enough good things about Melly Mel and Nate and their show, which this soap is based on. And I want to say at the onset, if you want to support Melly Mel and Nate and buy this soap to promote the show, I would definitely do so, just on that basis alone, scent aside, because scent is where we have a little bit of a problem with this soap. But I do not regret purchasing this because I'm supporting Mel and Nate. And so from that basis, I'm happy, but sort of we're definitely going to call it like we see it. I think you will see some accounts of this soap out there that they just can't bring themselves probably to say the way they feel. This is not that kind of channel. I have to call it like I see it because the viewers expect it. And so today is going to be one of those days where it's just a mixed bag. I'm very excited to support Mel and Nate. I'm not very excited about the scent on this soap, sadly. So let's talk a little bit about the soap itself. This is Zingari Man, the Duo. Now, first, you can buy from Zingari Man with confidence. Heather makes a great product. The quality is going to be there. She sort of specializes in skincare, skin food. And this, on a quality basis, I did lather it yesterday. I spent a lot of time with this soap, smelling it to see if I could really fall in love with it. I cannot. But the quality of it, the lather yesterday when I lathered, it was terrific. I've got it lathered up over there. It really looks terrific, and I expect it to perform well. The cost on it is $23 for 5 ounces. And on our cost chart right there, that is a fair price per ounce of $4.60. The ingredients on this are very good. This is a vegan soap, brand new base. We'll show you the ingredients right there. We have some things that I like shea butter, coconut milk, kokum, even bourbon, which is pretty cool. I don't get any bourbon in the scent. That's where some of the problems start. So this soap, the notes listed right here, which I really like, are bourbon, sandalwood, and oak wood. I don't get any of that. Not even close, honestly. What I get, well, first of all, let's talk about the scent strength. It is very light. In fact, so light that I'm not sure if I'm getting sort of the soap base smell, which is not at all funky. It's vegan. It's a very pleasant scent. It is not off-putting whatsoever. But I'm not getting bourbon, sandalwood, or oak wood at all, not even a little bit. What I get is almost like a raw cookie dough, like sugar cookie dough. If you knock that sweetness back a little bit and it was raw, you were smelling it, that's what I get. And some other people I was talking to yesterday sort of had the same feeling. It is not offensive by any stretch, but it's not something that I would gravitate to or reach for either. It doesn't have much punch. If I am smelling the scent, which I'm not sure, I would call it maybe a 2 to 2.5. Now, Heather also sent some samples, which she is really good to do, and that is added value when you buy from Zingari. She sent the Watchman. As soon as you open that, is boom, you get beautiful scent on this. This is one based on the sample I will definitely buy. Really, really beautiful. And the Nomad, which I already have, but that scent just pops. It's right in your face. This one just doesn't do that. It's just sort of there. And I almost feel like I'm smelling the base, but I'm not certain. It is pleasant. It is nothing that I would ever want to reach for based on the scent. Now, I'm told the splash is where the scent is. But I still want the scent in my soap. I'm just not getting it. That said, as I said before, on the basis of supporting Nate and Mel, I'm happy to have bought this, and I hope that people will support them because this does promote the show on Instagram, which I'll link below. Two really great guys, but I'm going to be honest with you. If I were a tester for this and this came to me, I would have said, it's not ready. I would say the Duo, in terms of scent, I would say the Duo needs a do-over, just because it's not bringing it. I can't get anything on here. I let my wife smell this. I didn't mention anything. I just took the cap off. And she just made a face like, what is that? And I said, smell it again. She couldn't really pick out anything. Then I said, do you get bourbon, sandalwood, or oak wood? She said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And she said it was pleasant, but not remarkable in any way. And that's difficult to say, but I have to. But I want to say this. I hope you will support Nate and Mel and purchase this soap, because they want this soap to remain around and not be a seasonal thing. So scent aside, maybe they'll go back to work on this. Maybe Zingari will consider reworking this one, because I think it needs reworked on scent, just honestly. All right, a little under 24 hours growth today. We have talked for 5 minutes about this soap. And again, I don't take any pleasure in saying that about this soap in terms of scent, but it is what it is. I have to, because the viewers depend on it. And that's my reason for doing it. And now, when it comes to quality, now we're talking, because this is a brand new base. So if you just want to buy it to try a brand new vegan base, this is something I think you can get excited about. I can totally get excited about the quality of the lather here. Again, yesterday, we were on a live video chat with a number of people. I lathered it up, and I was very happy with the quality. I would say, just based on the way that the lather looked, it looked fantastic. Now some of it's dripping down. I got a lot of hydration in here. It will handle water with no problem. And I think the properties of the way the lather looks and feels, very, very nice. So I don't think you're gonna run into any quality problems at all. And I think that can generally be said with Zingari soaps in general. This is a really nice, creamy lather. And so from that basis, I think it'll be good. Now, what I heard before when we were talking about the soap was, once you lather it, the scent will come out. I'm just not getting that. And yesterday, I spent a lot of time putting the soap right under my nose after I lathered it. I warmed it up, bloomed it, and you just get the same scent. So it does not open up for me at all. I'm not saying that will be your experience, but in terms of opening up, if you're expecting it to transform, it's not for me, sadly. But we still expect to get an outstanding shave with our medium. This is a Wade & Butcher medium size hollow. We believe that this soap will perform well. You can definitely tell there's some nice ingredients in this soap. So from that perspective, we're quite happy with it on a quality basis. But honestly, I am disappointed for Mel and Nate, because I don't think I would have been happy with this scent if it were representative of my brand. It's not bringing it enough for me. I can't discern any of the notes that are supposed to be in it. I can't get bourbon, and I do drink bourbon on occasion, so that is a familiar scent to me, and I just don't get it. It could be my nose. Keep in mind that we don't all perceive scents the same way, and maybe this is one of them that's more difficult for me to pick up, but it is very light. And I am not one of those people who normally say that Zingari scents are very, very light. I usually find her scents to be right around the medium to just under medium. In fact, I just used the Socialite, and I thought it was phenomenal in scent. And the scent strength I thought was quite good. So I know Zingari gets heat sometimes for going very conservative on scent strength. But this one, relative to her other offerings, is far less than that even. And so again, I got lather falling on my hand there. Again, if I were a tester, I would have sent this one back and said, this one isn't ready based on the scent. But keep in mind, that is a very subjective thing. And if Nate and Mel are happy with this, then I am happy for them. But honestly, I'm not sure that they're completely happy with it. I'm not going to speak for them, however. It's just one of those things where this one is quite disappointing on the scent for me. But that said, from the perspective of supporting those really awesome guys, I don't have any buyer's remorse. So, and we get to test a new base. You know, honestly, I'm not a person who drones on about bases. It's just not that important to me, but this is a very fine vegan base. I will say it is, I think, what some people would call, you know, low structure. It's not going to explode in lather like perhaps your CK6 or something would. Like, it takes a little bit more effort, but once it comes, it comes. And although this looks thin, it's very slick. So I think this is going to be a good quality base. Ease of latherability on this, a little, not quite as easy as the Sago, in my opinion. But, you know, it can handle water. And I think it is a fine base. I don't think, if lathered properly, I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with it. And I'm not going to spend all day trying to make that look pretty. Just going to get going because I'm already at 11 minutes here. And when we really haven't got much shaving done because we've been focused on the scent. But I do hope that folks will, if you love Nate and Mel, and who doesn't? I certainly do. I hope you'll support them. And one thing I will say is, Nate is a great sport in our video chats. We often, you know, break his chops, and he's such a great sport. And so, Nate, I want to say personally, thank you for being a good sport. We have a great time, you know, cracking on Nate, and sometimes he fires back too. He's just a gentleman, in my opinion, in every sense of the word. And I really appreciate him. And the same can be said for Mel. Just two wonderful guys. And so I am happy for them, that their show gets to be promoted. I want more for them based on the scent, though, if I'm being honest. I want better for them. Because this one for me is just not there. And I get, even when it's on my face, I'm getting more of like raw cookie dough. And really nothing resembling oak or sandalwood. Unless maybe I might be getting if it's an earthy sandalwood, maybe that's a little bit of this sort of cookie dough-ish scent I'm getting. But it's really difficult, this one. And never have I wanted to like a product more than this one in terms of the scent. Like, I'm like, all right. And I was worried about the scent. I thought it would be super woody and, you know, smelling a lot of bourbon, which you don't really want to smell like bourbon. Especially not if you're going to work or something. And so I was hoping that Heather would sort of go on the bright side. And I guess in some ways she did, but it didn't come out in a way that I really care for, sadly. But that said, if you love Mel and Nate and you want to support them, you know, go ahead and check it out. Maybe get the splash, and you'll see I don't take flyers on splashes. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of skin food splashes because sometimes they actually have the opposite effect on me. They make my skin oily and can break out. So some of the skin food splashes are not to my liking. And so that's another reason I didn't get it. But in talking with the dude of shaving yesterday, he did say the splash was a lot better, but it still wasn't there for him. Now, Mel really liked it. And so if Mel's happy, then of course I'm happy for Mel. Of course, Mel's always happy, isn't he? That's why we love Mel. You know, he's going to be positive in all situations, and that's great. But I'm going to tell you right now, I would love to see a redo of the scent on this. I really would. because I don't think, from my perspective, that this is really representative of bourbon or, BBS Live. I just don't think it hits the mark. Now, other people may disagree, and you're certainly going to have that sometimes, but just for me, this one isn't a winner. I was very glad that Heather sent the Watchman, because I was very much on the fence about that one. But that one is really beautiful, and the scent pops. And so additional value when these artisans send these samples. And on a quality basis here, I think this is a really good, a good quality new vegan offering. So if you don't like using animal products and you prefer vegan soaps, this is going to be a good one. So today, very much a mixed bag for me. Really tough, because you want to love something like this, but I would be doing a disservice to all the viewers if I just, said it smelled like bourbon and oak and sandalwood, because I don't get any of that. Oh well, it's disappointing. My hope is that this soap will be redone. I really do. Because I think there's, almost got the ear there, flapping my gums and being careless, but I think this can be a very nice soap. I don't think there's anything wrong with the notes unless they get too earthy, but I just want to smell them. And sadly, I cannot, and so I hope this one gets redone. That is my feeling about it. And I certainly hope that Nate and Mel, and Heather for that matter, certainly hope they're not offended by this, because there's never any intention to offend anyone. But this one on scent is a miss for me. Pleasant, but nothing I'd ever reach for. But we're glad to have supported Nate and Mel, and so for that, I'm happy to support those guys. I hope you'll support them too. My thoughts on this soap aside, if this soap sounds good to you, or if you just want to support them, give it a shot. Maybe you'll feel differently, because scent is 100% subjective. So let me rinse. We'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we're back with the magic made by witches. This is Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber, which you see here every day. That was a nice shave. No problems whatsoever. Got lather there on my arm, but that was a nice, enjoyable shave. Scent aside, the soap is very, very good. I didn't mention the brush. This is an APShaveco signature with 2 bed knot. We used the Captain's Choice bowl to lather it up in. We used the PAA Allen block off cam. On this soap, I hope you will support Nate and Mel. Do it because you want to support Nate and Mel. I would say don't buy it if you just want bourbon, sandalwood, and oakwood, and you think you're really going to get a strong whiff of that. Do it to support Nate and Mel. I did. I have no regrets. But the scent, I would revisit. I would rework this one. The Wade and Butcher medium hollow, fantastic. Great shave with that today. And we're going to finish it off with a scent that is outstanding, chocolate bourbon. So we're going to get some great scent out of this one, and this one hangs around too. And so I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank Nate and Mel for the great show they do. Please go and check them out next Friday night. Terrific guys. Support them. I hope you will buy this just to support them, to be honest. It's a miss for me on scent, but I hope you'll support Nate and Mel. I really do. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I've been your host, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.